Aloha, my name is Kawika Gonzales and I am a 5th grade general education teacher here on the island of Molokaʻi. I've been teaching for the past 24 years at my alma mater school, Hāna-Lāhaināluna-Lanaʻi Elementary. I am also the 2024 Teacher of the Year for Hāna-Lāhaināluna-Lanaʻi-Molokaʻi complex area. I am also the recipient of the Making It Happen Award from HISTE, integrating technology into the classroom. In the school year 21-22, only 20% of elementary schools offered computer science, and Kawika School was not offering computer science. I knew that this was an area of need for our school, that computer science is important because computers affect everything that we see, everything that we do, and it was connecting it with culture. I've seen how students are connected with culture, and when students are connected, they're engaged. Some of the lessons that I've been integrating into my classroom was taking what Hawaiians did in the past, using two-dimensional images, petroglyphs, and having students digitize those two-dimensional images on the computer so that they can learn coding and problem solving. As they're coding and programming, they're also sharing their mo'olelos or their stories, their personal narratives of living here on Molokaʻi. They're fishing, hunting, diving, spending time with the family, with their ohana. There was a student in my class and he had difficulty writing. He had difficulty reading things. But when it came to these lessons, because these lessons of creating petroglyphs, which were basic lines and shapes, was easy to do, and he found that it was easy to create it on the computer and to code it. He got interested in telling his stories, and he got so into it that he didn't even want to go out to recess, when it was time for recess. And so I asked this student, why do you enjoy this lesson? And he said, and I was thinking he would say, oh, because I get to be on the computer, Mr. Gonzales, or I get to learn this new technology, Mr. Gonzales. But that wasn't his answer. His answer was, because it's about me, Mr. Gonzales. It's because of what I like to do. It's because I enjoy fishing. And so when he said that, it just made sense that connecting culture and computer science really works together and enhances each other. My mo'olelo is that I enjoy fishing. I enjoy growing up here on Molokaʻi. I developed a love for fishing, diving, a love for the ocean. And so many times I connect my teaching to fishing. In fishing, you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional with your time. You have to be purposeful. Fishing isn't at random. And so you need a plan. Just like with teaching, you need a plan. And so here's the plan that I found works. And so the first step is analyze. Analyze, you have to know your area. Just like in fishing, you have to know the grounds, know where you're gonna fish. You have to know the secret spots of where the fish is at. You have to know what kind of fish you're gonna catch. Just like with your students, you have to know the area, you have to know the population, you have to know the community, you have to know your students, because your students make up that community, and your community is your culture. And so you have to know these things, and you need to know the needs of your community. Step number 2 is to design. In designing your lessons, you connect. I use the Nā-Hōpena-A'o Ha framework and connect it with computer science core concepts, standards, and you integrate it together. And then you find what vehicle you want to deliver your instruction, whether it be Minecraft, whether it be the Scratch or Tinkercad or CoSpaces or Code.org, whatever it is. You know, find the vehicle, find what your students are interested in. It's like figuring out, you know, what kind of bait to use. The last step is to develop it. A friend once told me, you're not gonna catch any fish unless you have a hook in the water. So you have to get your hook out there in the water, and you have to try it out. Sometimes it doesn't work, you know, and so maybe you have to redesign your lesson. Maybe you have to try something else. So now my students are coding their own makahiki video games. They're coding their own mo'olelo, their personal narratives about fishing, diving, canoe paddling, thus strengthening cultural values and showing my students that learning about culture, computer science, and education all work together. Every year will be different. Every class will be different. So take the time to get to know your students and revise your approach to make sure that your approach is appropriate. Analyze, design, develop. So go get your hook in the water, make sure that you have the right bait, and don't be afraid to change your bait if it's not working. Everyone a leader, everyone a learner. We is greater than me. Mahalo.